Hello, this is Dr. Patrick Hu from Moffitt Cancer Center, and we're so pleased to have with us today Dr. Vern Sondak. He is head of the Cutaneous Oncology Program at Moffitt Cancer Center and an internationally recognized expert in melanoma. Welcome, Dr. Sondak.
Thank you, Dr. Hu. I'm glad to be here.
Great. Tell us a little bit about melanoma and why it's so important to catch it early.
Melanoma is the most concerning right now of all of the skin cancers because it has the highest risk of spreading, causes the most skin cancer related deaths in the United States every single year. And its incidence is going up and up and up to the point where if nothing changes, in less than 20 years, it will be the most common major form of cancer in men and the second most common major form of cancer in women. So we've got to do something to not only detect it earlier, because if it's detected earlier, the treatment is much simpler, much easier, and much more effective.
What are the best ways to prevent melanoma?
The best way to prevent melanoma or any skin cancer is to protect your skin from the sun. We love living in Florida. We love the beautiful weather here, but we have to recognize that the sun is not always our friend, and we have to take appropriate precautions. That means avoiding the sun at the peak hours of the day. In the summertime, that's about 10 a.m. to 2:30 or 3 p.m. Wearing long sleeves, broad brim hats, protecting ourselves from the sun, and using a broad spectrum sunscreen that covers UVA and UVB on the parts of our skin that aren't covered. To me, sunscreen is sort of the third line of defense. It's not you just put a little on and go out and spend the whole day in the sun.
So to try to detect melanoma early and going out into the communities, you've established the Mole Patrol. Tell us about what that is.
So 26 years ago, Moffitt started the Mole Patrol. That was long before me. And that started as a single free skin cancer screening on Clearwater Beach in the middle of the summertime when everyone was out in their bathing suits enjoying the sun. And it's grown over the years. We still do it every year at Clearwater Beach. This will be our 25th year, I do believe, because we lost 1 year to the pandemic. But we still do that every year at Clearwater Beach. And this year it'll be Saturday, July 30th. All morning, most of the afternoon, we will be out there on patrol looking for abnormal moles and suspicious skin lesions, and it's painless and it's free.
Well, how much impact has the Mole Patrol had so far in our communities, raising awareness for sure, but how many suspicious findings and lesions have you found over the last 25 years?
There's certainly not a Mole Patrol that goes by where we don't find something of concern, often multiple things. So we've managed to make an impact, and I think that we don't want to underemphasize the importance, even in those people who we didn't find anything, reminding them about protecting their skin from the sun going forward, doing their part to turn the tide and lower the incidence of melanoma and other skin cancers. If we can use the Mole Patrol to do that, boy, that would really be a great thing too.
And you often bring your head and neck colleagues, right? Head and neck oncology colleagues. Talk about that a little.
So there are some things we can all do when we've got people coming and getting screened that are easy right there, and you can do it in your bathing suit. And a head and neck screening, feeling the lymph nodes of the neck, feeling the thyroid gland, having an expert look inside the mouth for evidence of the earliest changes of head and neck cancer is something that we can do, because cancers of the head and neck, including the thyroid, are also one of those cancers that are really on the rise in their incidence rate. If we can find it earlier, the treatments are easier on the patient and generally more likely to be successful.
Well, Dr. Vern Sondak, head of our cutaneous oncology program at Moffitt Cancer Center and a leading melanoma expert in the world. So thanks so much for being here today.